tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Browns will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Bears going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Between the Chicago Bears and the Cleveland Browns. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. This is Howard on second down. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's second down.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
Steps away to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. It's a big play there for the Browns. 46 yards. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. A little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen. Usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play?
Partner, I know I'm supposed to really describe what happened there. I'm counting on you for this one. That was one weird play.
Well, what I was going to ask you, in these situations, shouldn't these guys just dive on the football around the goal line rather than try to make a heroic return?
That's what they're taught. But sometimes in the heat of battle, sometimes that heroic stuff comes to the front, when you really don't need it.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. The previous play was a nice run, so they came back with a draw. I think they were trying to fool the defense into thinking they would throw the ball and wanted to run it again. Unsuccessful, but this team is definitely showing they want to keep it on the ground.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards there on a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here we go. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a first down for him, too.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Again, he'll drop the throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. So a 15-play drive. Can't believe that only resulted in 3, but it did.
That is somewhat amazing, isn't it? When you hold the ball that long, run offense that well, yet only put 3 points on the board, it has to be a little bit of a disappointment, doesn't it?
Has to. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first.
Let's go. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Check, Patriot.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And I think the ball's out. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Second down, here's Crowell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
All right, here we go. Boom, land it. Over.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there. Now it'll be third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. After the penalty, it's Crowell. And he's got room. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Onto the field now come the Bears. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. More from Cleveland after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Flushed out right. And some room. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now it's Trubisky. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. The Raiders are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a
blitz coming, and down he goes. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing a...
And pressure gets to him again. Leonard Floyd. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Now, meanwhile, over in Baltimore, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll look to throw here on first down. A screen complete to Crowell. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bioski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Again, it's Howard, and he is knocked down from the side. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That's taken it around the 40. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Detroit!
Now Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On second down, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, 40. Now let's go. 3-19. Leopard. Set. Green.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. First down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He'll look to throw. A little dump off for Corral. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now let's go.
Now back to throw. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward right on the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Watch out.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Trubisky to throw on second. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. So the D-line's going to spread out. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Allen Bailey continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And now running right through it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught by Crowell. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Baldwin with it over the middle. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. looking to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Here we go now. Set. Blue,
On first down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure, and he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
Here we go now.
On third down, Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win, if they can get it, would be their first on the year. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is. And what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a